And welcome back. We are live. WAFFLEBOARD breaks. How is everybody doing? Best possible odds. 22 boxes. Can't get lower than this. 22 boxes. 1 in 22. No double boxes. 22 single jerseys. 22 boxes. You guys know the drill. This is as low as I could possibly get. We got down to 21. Not for quite some time, obviously, probably about 6 months ago. We did it a couple times, but try to keep it high, a little bit higher. Usually get down to the mid-20s, but 21 is absolutely insane. So 1 in 22 box odds tonight. Unbelievable. We have 1 in 23 on Tuesday. Absolutely gorgeous hits. Obviously, Sunday we had the double box. Of course, we had some big ones come out. We had Yager come out. We've had Tradiac come out. We've had some really beautiful jerseys come out, so I cannot wait to see. Obviously, the Dennis Savard that I submitted to JSA myself because it was such a beautiful jersey I wanted to get into the boxes for you guys. That was what was hit on Tuesday night. So tonight, last box before the reload. Reload spots are all live. Every jersey's in-house. All the pictures are posted. The Frederick Anderson was the last one to arrive today, and I got some pictures up, threw it on the Facebook page. That spot has been live since Tuesday. All the spots are live right now, so you guys could bid on all of them. I think another one I didn't have up there was Batherson went up as a 3-day, or it was up as a 3-day initially. I ended it and then restarted today. So all 36 right now spots are, was it 37? 37 as of right now. Of course, we've got 15 more going in after the 21 down tonight. So 36 total spots after I end whatever hits this evening. So good luck to you guys. Get your targets, some beautiful new jerseys. I'll be doing the boxing up video. If I don't do it tomorrow, I'll definitely do it Saturday morning, I hope. But I'll try to get it till tomorrow. I got all these jerseys right here in the tub. A couple jerseys showed up today from JSA that I submitted for the next reload. 2 beautiful jerseys that I got signed off by them and stickered and the card, and I knew they were legit, but I had to get the cards for you guys. So I wanted to get them submitted and COA'd. I just got a couple new jerseys in that I have to submit again. So I'll be doing that. And then I have a couple more on my radar that I'll probably have to submit as well. So I'm keeping JSA in business. I know they don't need it, but I've been the obviously submissions to right here in Jersey, about hour and a half north of here. But the turnaround's pretty good, so I can't complain. Obviously, you guys have hit. The first couple I had in there were the Arizona Cujo, absolutely beautiful jersey, and that what's the other one I put in there? The Savard. So the first 2 that I'd gotten back from them, you guys have hit. I got 2 more coming in the next reload, and I should have a couple more coming my way to submit as well. So there we go. So I got 2 that just arrived. I got 2 more that have to go in. I'm hoping for a couple more. So JSA getting, obviously they're just signing off. I know the signatures are legit, but I don't want to give them to you guys in the boxes unless I have, a verified COA company. We've had a bunch of them over the years. Obviously the big names, the AJs, the Frameworth, the Frozen Pond, the East Coast, obviously David Adams, where they're popular. Upper Deck, of course, and then we have a bunch of smaller companies, especially in Canada. Some of them don't have them as much anymore, but over the years I've grabbed some jerseys from companies that don't even really exist anymore. But Hockey Inc., that they still exist. There are companies, like I said, we've gotten jerseys. I've grabbed stuff directly from teams, whether it's in like the fan packs, the season ticket holder fan packs, or that they've donated directly to charities for, either giveaways or Chinese auctions. Like I said, if I have some sort of paperwork to prove it, from the team representative, obviously the Pittsburgh jerseys I've gotten were directly from the team. A couple of them, and they've actually had the sticker on the back collar, so that's kind of cool. Obviously, that comes directly from Pittsburgh. I think I have another one coming. I don't know if that one arrived. I think I have one on the way that has that sticker as well. We did have one recently that had that sticker. I'm trying to think what's in the boxes right now. Larry Murphy. I don't know. Larry Murphy is one. I think is one of the more current player. We have obviously Matt Murray from the Cup team, but I don't think those are the two that have the Pittsburgh team sticker in the collar. But yeah, there you go. We're getting there fast and furious. Like I said, I got my boxes built. I'm ready to roll. I got to do the video for you guys, and then we'll get them in, packed up, and ready for Sunday. So getting there. I picked up another jersey today that's going to be given away on Christmas Eve. We're going to do a break that week. We're going to do Tuesday and Wednesday again. Obviously, we'll keep, be able to have holidays, Christmas, and through the weekends till Sunday of that week. We'll be doing a break on Tuesday and Wednesday that week. So that's what the plan is. That'll be after the reload, of course, be the Christmas Eve week. We'll be doing a box on the 23rd, which is Tuesday, and then the 24th on Wednesday that week. So just make sure you guys know we'll be doing Facebook claim boxes Tuesday and Wednesday that week, just like we did on Thanksgiving week. That will be off on the Thursday holiday and then a couple days after. And, of course, we're doing the double box on that Sunday, which is, I believe, trying to what that falls on the 29 or 30. I don't know what that comes out to be. I have to look at my calendar. I don't have it in front of me. But so there we go. Lots of good games on tonight. Make sure you guys get to watching. I know we got Connor again. Connor Bedard out at the Kings. Late game will be going off. So that's going to be available to you guys to watch. The Bolts came all the way back down 3-0 to the Penguins. Thoroughly outplaying them. But obviously the goalie was standing on his head. He had an amazing start of the game. Basically, half the game, he was untouchable. They couldn't beat him. But then, obviously, they grabbed Jari. He'd been amazing in that game. He actually scored a goal against Tampa a while back. I don't remember what year it was. But so he's actually scored in that arena. Used to be Amelie Arena, whatever corporate name owns it now. They don't send me any money, so I don't care. So it's still Amelie Arena to me. That's the only one I can remember. Same thing, the FU Center, whatever they want to call it, and whatever bank owns the naming rights in Philadelphia. Didn't kiss my butt. It's still the FU Center, Wells Fargo, whatever. I don't even know who has it now. Wachovia. It's been many things over the Core State Center, whatever the hell it is now. But yeah, it's definitely still the FU Center to me. First Union was one of the earliest of the naming rights for that arena. But yeah, you can bow to the corporate masters and choose to name it. But it's always gonna be the Boston Garden. I don't care what it is now. Obviously, it's a different building, but it's still the Boston Garden to me. Obviously, the Chicago Stadium. I mean, obviously, you can call whatever you want to do with these arenas. So Amelie Arena to me. They're one of the earliest of the corporate names. Obviously, they no longer paying checks to the Tampa Bay Lightning for the naming rights or whoever owns the arena. I don't know, it's the state of Florida. I don't know, city of Tampa. The Gaylord Fox Arena is no longer that anymore. I think that's a different name in Nashville. I don't know what that's anymore. So, but yeah, that changes. I'm not up to date on all my corporate arena names, but you get one stuck in your head, that's what's going to be forever. So here we go. Like I said, 22 boxes tonight. It's going to be fun. This is as good as it gets. You don't get better odds than this. Every jersey is present, fully stated. We know the drill. Pick your player. Obviously, we do a couple different breaks. I know we got Daryl L doing pick one, get ones over there, and he's up to. What's he up to? 28 boxes, 29 boxes. I think he's trying to get up to 30 something for him, which is good because then he reloads regularly. Every box or two, or he has a backup. Tries to keep his numbers high. But I've always been, I've been drive us down into the mid to low 20s, and then I pack in another bunch. So I'd like to keep it fresh with new batches. This last reload was only 10. We only had 2 boxes so far from that reload. So of the 22 boxes, we got 8 from this last reload. That's the entire right column. I got the almost U up there now with the last reload, 8 boxes. The middle reload has got the 4 on the bottom, and then the second to last reload, and then the 2 above it. So that's obviously September, October boxes in the middle. And then everything on the left column is everything from August previous. We have 2 from August, 2 from July. What is it? No, September. July, May? No, July, August on the left, as well as the late June, and the one box from May, which is the trigger box. So you guys should be rooting for that box. If you're not rooting for your box, that box hits. I have a jersey right here ready to be randomed away to every spot in the break. So as of tonight, your odds of hitting that are 1 in 22 if we manage to hit box 81. So be rooting for that. Of course, Sunday we'll be back up to 36 boxes and 35 boxes. So if that hits, your odds are going to be 1 in 36 or 1 in 35 to hit the freebie. So it's always going to be the freebie box. That does not change. That's always going to be the trigger box as of right now until we hit that. Then obviously we'll try to move on, maybe do something else. But right now that's the only single box run. We got 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, and 8. And then, of course, 15 new ones going in. So good luck to everybody tonight. It's going to be fun. Cannot wait to see what comes out tonight. Obviously, the Bolts were craziness. Malkin got a goal. Man, there's 2 goals in that game. Cooch scored again, tied it with less than a minute. Looks like that's going to overtime. I have to get the highlights of that when we're done here. Cooch has been amazing in this game. He's had like 8 or 9 shots. Of course, he's got 2 goals and an assist. Hagel's got 2 goals and an assist, I think. And like you said, that with Point going down, and obviously McDonald's not back yet. I mean, obviously they're trying to, and without Hedman, they're kind of working through the injuries. They lost one on the aisle the other day. They just couldn't get any outfits together. They blocked a lot of shots. But coming home, playing at home tonight against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is definitely putting a good season together. They got goals from 2 of the young kids, 18-year-olds, Kindle, and I think 19 or 20-year-old Cleveland. So, and then Malkin has a couple, but that's 4-4. Looks like that's going to OT. So, like I said, I mean, maybe not as important, but obviously they're one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference right now, the Bolts. So they want to keep the momentum going. They've been on fire. Actually, sitting Vasilevsky today, I don't know if he's dinged up or a little wore down, but they don't even have him dressed as a backup. So they basically just told him, either sit in the press box. I don't know if he's at home. I don't know where he is, but he's definitely not playing tonight. So, and he was not even available as a backup. So I can't even know exactly who's in backup right now for Tampa. They didn't show him yet, but so I was watching the first couple periods. So, but there we said, like I said, good games going on tonight. Rangers were in a tight one, obviously. Let me see some of the other scores we're looking at. Nashville tied that one up. That's 1-1 going to overtime. Jackets are up 4-3 on Detroit. Oilers are up 3-0 on the Kraken. Speaking of Kraken, I did get a Kraken jersey in today. Got Kraken jerseys in the reload. So good to find some Kraken jerseys. The one that's going in, what's going in this one? It was the Jared McCann. Still one of their top forwards. And I just arrived for the next reload. That's in this one. And then for the next reload is the Ryan Donato with the first season patch, which is cool. Anytime I get those, I'm willing to grab that. The McCann is one of the dark blue ones. And the Donato for the next reload is actually one of the white ones with the inaugural season patch. So I grabbed them when I see them for you guys. The Isles are living hot. They beat the Bolts the other night at home. They tipped down the Avalanche tonight, 6-3. That's only the second time the Avalanche lost in regulation, I think. So that's absolutely insane. The Isles back from the dead. I know Barzal and Horvat are having a big games, but we'll see. Like I said, lots of good stuff going on. Obviously, lots of good games. Make sure we get to them where we're done here. So it's fun tonight. Make sure everybody steps in. So anybody wants to catch us live, of course, we're going to be posting the video when we're done. So anybody wants to watch it on delay. We got a pretty good crowd. Like I said, only 22 spots. I think we had 10 different people. So we got a pretty good group in today. Pretty much everybody's hit, I believe, before. Welcome back, Sonic. We haven't had him back in the room for a while. So nice to see him back amongst the living with us. Dale C, Big Al, Jason R's grabbed his spot. Adam R's got a couple. Daryl L's got a spot. Thomas M's got a couple. He's been hot. Sonic is here again. I told you back. Devin D, he's got a spot. Nice to see Devin D back again. Joseph K got a couple. Good luck, Joseph K. CK's got a couple. I think that's everybody. 10 or 11, at least 10. So it's going to be a good crowd. Good luck to everybody. I love when we get down to just 22 boxes. It's pretty crazy. Like I said, I would love to be in a break with only 22. Like I said, I think we have, I think the first one, Daryl L, he had 23 in-house, and that was the only time, obviously, then he packed in a couple more after that, and he's up to, I think he has a break tomorrow. So I think it's his 5th or 6th box. So I'd like to promote him. Good luck to him as he continues packing his jerseys in, breaking his boxes. Big Al, of course, I missed the last couple East Coast breaks. I wasn't quick enough, so I did not grab a spot. He's down. I think he has 2 more for Monday, and then I think he has the other ones are arriving. So I think he has 10 more coming. So he may have 12, I believe. Not 100%. I think that's what he said. So he may have 12. So that means he'll have 30 of that entire series. Still haven't hit the Gretzky or the McDavid. I have a bounty on the Gretzky. I have a nice Adidas Ovechkin and Adidas McDavid completely in trade for the Gretzky if it hits, if anybody wants to deal it. I mean, I fully understand if you don't, but that's 2 amazing big price jerseys, obviously worth more than the Gretzky if I felt like buying it myself. But I'd rather trade it. If it hits, I'd rather just send you these jerseys because I've had them here in my possession ready to be mailed out. So, like I said, if I have a spot in that break and I hit the Gretzky, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. So maybe I'll just try to get a Lemieux at some point in time. I have to be pretty specific about kind of what I'm looking for in my Lemieux if I get one. But still don't have a Lemieux. I would love to have a Gretzky. Never going to have a Ken Dryden or Paul Kariya most likely. And those are the big ones that I'll never have. Trying to think who else is love to have a Bossy. To still have a Bossy. Should have bought one when he was alive. I did not. Don't have a Bossy. Of the kids, I would love to have some of these kids. Matthew Schaefer. Love to have a Schaefer. Probably hunt a Celebrini until they start to get astronomical price rise, but we'd like to have a Celebrini at some point in time. I do like to get the young guys. I'm always pretty good at grabbing the defensemen because, like I said, I have a Norris Trophy collection, so I'm always getting ready for the next Norris Trophy winner. I guess I probably should be smart and go for a Luke Hughes or a Hudson from up in Montreal, but like I said, if they're going to win, but obviously it's definitely probably McCarr's to lose right now, which is safe because I have McCarr, so I don't have to worry about that one. But until somebody else wins, the Norris Trophy, I've had Hedman, I have a bunch of the other guys that haven't won yet, but I got, Morrissey, I don't know if he's going to win it. I mean, obviously Werenski had an amazing year last year, but of course he didn't win it. But definitely always waiting for that next Norris Trophy winner. I haven't completed my Norris Trophy collection. I'm still missing the PKS Subban Montreal. I think it's the only one I need for all the way back to Coffee. Plus Potvin and Orr I have, but I don't want to get, the Rod Langway I don't have. Randy Carlisle I don't have. Like there's guys that really don't want to hunt for the early 80s Norris Trophy winners. After Orr, there's a couple years where, some serious, defensemen won Norris Trophies, but I have no urge to add them. But if they will, like I said, if I'm able to complete the set and have Subban, and maybe I'll start thinking about hunting one of those guys, but you don't see them very often. Obviously, Carlisle was coaching, so you did see Carlisle more often, I believe. But and Langway, you do see them every once in a while. But like I said, that's just a minor, little, wish list, even though I'm not really hunting those. But the new kids, I definitely would love to grab, obviously, so Will Smith. I would love to get a Will Smith. I know Big Al's got one over in his multi-sport. Obviously, it's a 23 because it's serial number to that because that's the year he was drafted. But that's not his number 2, which is what he wears currently. But like I said, I would take either one of those. I said my Sammy Reinhart is actually serial numbered. His draft year 14. I don't have his from his official number that he's had. I think 23 says what Reinhardt. And I don't have that. So actually the 14 from the year he was drafted, serial numbered, I believe. So, but that's pretty cool just to have that. That's my Buffalo Sabres, Sammy Reinhart. I don't have a Florida Panther one yet, but not really hunting. But like I said, if it comes across it, I would think about it. But like I said, my PC has gotten to the point where I'm real selective about what I want to add to it. Of course, you guys benefit whenever I do because I usually have to shave off. Who's that? Oh, Will Smith. Oh, but like I said, I was a Will Smith fan when he was drafted, even in his college. And it's like he's a guy that I loved. I have him on my fantasy dynasty team from when he was drafted. So I've that year I didn't have a top pick, but I wanted to get Will Smith, so I ended up trading up. I think he was like the 4th or 5th player taken. Obviously, Celebrini was number 1 in that draft, but Will Smith I love. I think he's a fantastic player. Watching him play, he may not be, the superstar level status of Celebrini, but Will Smith is going to be a real good player for a long time. Got great hands, great vision, perfect compliment to playing with Celebrini. But yeah, I love to see Will Smith. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm sure we'll start seeing more and more of them show up. Obviously, especially with the number 2, as opposed to that serial number to the draft year. But I can wait. Like I said, I'm not looking to hunt. I'm not hunting for Utah. I don't have a Mammoth jersey. Even the UHC I put in the box. So the Clayton Keller. My Clayton Keller is in Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes, Desert Dogs, the Kachina style. So that's my Keller. So I have a Keller, so I don't necessarily have to rush out and grab a Mammoth one. Like I said, maybe I'll wait for Tijia Ginla. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anybody really. I mean, they got some great players like Cooley. I mean, they got some great players. Gunther, and Sergachev obviously is a bolt for a couple cups, but I'm not sure exactly who I want to get if it's going to be one of the new Mammoth style. But we'll start seeing more and more. Like I said, I'm happy we're starting to see more and more of the Kraken stuff, especially, like I said, everybody say anything with those inaugural season patches. I'm willing to grab them as soon as I see them because, like I said, that you don't see them anymore. Obviously, those are players from their expansion draft. Obviously, you're never going to see that patch again on their jersey, so it's always good to grab them. Like I said, I didn't see tons of that. I guess Vegas, we did see Vegas when they had them. Vegas got good so fast. So, like, I mean, they were just built to win immediately. And obviously, they had Fleury in net and they made cup runs, losing in the finals. Obviously, came back and won the finals. I mean, obviously, Vegas has been a dynamo from the get-go. Teams kind of learned their lesson with the expansion draft after Vegas turned into an immediate cup monster. And Seattle didn't have that benefit of getting the under the radar players as bounties for not drafted players like Vegas kind of did. And that's how you end up with Marcia Show. And then they definitely worked their system the best in Vegas to build that team. But I haven't seen their inaugural season jerseys in quite some time. But then you saw Stanley Cup jerseys for a little while, but obviously we haven't seen anything lately for Vegas. But like I said, I'll grab Vegas when I see them. Like I said, I know some of you guys trying to build a league in your collection. It's always good to have at least one of each team, and I'm willing to grab those teams we don't see as much. Vegas Golden Knights, of course, Kraken, of course, and Utah will be the next wave of New Jerseys. So we'll see how it goes. But like I said, just one box tonight. Good luck to all you guys. Good luck, Daryl. You already do have a spot. Yeah, Daryl's got a spot. So good luck to you. I can't wait for your break tomorrow. I think 5 p.m. Eastern time. I think is when it breaks. So I had 2 spots. I got obviously 2 randoms, and of course I grabbed the last random spot at the bottom. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. Again, it was noon. It is tomorrow at noon. Okay, very good. Everybody's kind of different time zones. Obviously, Big Al's out there in Utah, and like I said, I know we have people out in Midwest. We have people out. We don't have anybody real West, but still on the East Coast. I'm always thinking East Coast anyway. So, but East Coast time zone. So yeah, so I'm looking forward. Yeah, like I said, obviously, yeah, I said you're way up north. So, like I said, you can't wait to see. I've been following, obviously I get the emails from Josh because he's been doing regular signings. Obviously AJ's has been doing regular signings. So there's lots of good names, some that we haven't seen, some we see pretty regularly, but it's always good to get new stuff in there. That's what it is. Okay, so I knew your partner does the breaks with you. Like I said, wasn't sure what his schedule was, but so that's cool. I don't mind. Like I said, I have no problem, watching it live or even catching it late. I know I missed. Did I watch the one? I don't think I watched the one where I hit. You said it was a little bit delay. That's why you didn't spoil it. So I was glad when I hit the Aho. So I mean, like I said, they're great. Like I said, I have that Aho ready to go. Like I said, if the Aho All-Star hits, I'll drop in that Aho in one of the next coming reloads. So not in this reload, of course, but definitely for the one in the end of December or early January when we do it. But so that's here. Like I said, I have the backups for a couple jerseys, not just that Aho. I got a couple lined up here for when stuff hits, but always adding stuff for the next reload. You guys appreciate that. You guys definitely enjoy, me hunting stuff, finding stuff for you guys. Good jerseys. You guys are doing a good job. Daryl, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, there's enough room for all of us. Obviously, Big Al has been a regular with doing the East Coast stuff. I know he's, as well as I, have switched up with some of the other companies, Frameworth and AJ's, and it's good that East Coast. Josh has got a great product he puts together. I don't mind that Big Al has been doing that, regularly with his breaks, because he's obviously mostly football, and he has hockey mixed into his multi-sport. But the East Coast is a good product. So we're willing to do breaks over there. I just haven't bought any of those boxes for you guys. I should get stuff for like a third-party stuff for Wednesday. We've done that in the past, whether it's AJ's, whether it's Hit Parade, whether it's East Coast. But I'll be looking to see what after the new year my plan is going to be doing for midweek stuff. But as of right now, we're going strong. Like I said, I can't wait to see you guys hunting the reload stuff on Sunday. But 22 boxes tonight, man. This is going to be fun. Cannot wait to see what comes out. So good luck, everybody. I can't wait to see what we got tonight. It's going to be fun. I'm really, really excited to see what comes out. Like I said, odds don't get this low, so it's really like a momentous occasion to me when we're able to get the boxes down this level. So you guys appreciate the work that goes into it, and I'm willing to make sure somebody gets rewarded, maybe even two. If 81 hits, definitely be a second winner. But we'll see how that goes tonight. So good luck, everybody. Let me see. I got my list here. I got ready to go. Birds are chirping up. Like I said, I got lots of work to do. Obviously, this weekend we'll be doing the boxing up video, which you guys love. Then we'll I'll get to watching the rest of the hockey this evening. So let's get my randoms up. So we're going. So we've got a good crowd, everybody in the room tonight. Welcome everybody, whether you have spots in the break or not. I know some of the people I've been grabbing jerseys from, I've invited them to come check us out as we break, but we'll see if anybody here just stopping by. So there's my list. Where's my dice roller? There's my list. Okay, very good. Okay, let's get this over. Okay, here we go. Okay, as you guys know, 5 or more always in our box. Our boxes are always in order. Box 81 is our trigger box. Box 81 hits, it will trigger a free jersey giveaway to every spot in the break. Tonight, that's 22 spots. So all 22 names will go into the randomizer, and whichever ends up at the top after 7 rolls will get the freebie. So, but that's if 81 hits. But there we are. We got 2 from late June, 3 from July, 2 from August, 2 from September, 4 from October, and then that's up to 99, and then 3 through 12. We've just hit 2. We hit 6 and 7. The only boxes we've hit from this last reload. So 8 boxes from the 22 are from my last reload. So we'll see. Sometimes we go in runs. The randomizer decides what we're going to do, so it's up to that. We're all at the mercy of the randomizer. So good luck, everybody. We're going to do 5 or more on our dice roll. See what we got. 4 is no good. 5 or more on a dice roll. 8 times. 8 times a list. Good luck, everybody. 8 times. Let's do it. 8 times. 1. 22 boxes. Insane. Look how small that list is. 22 boxes. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, and the box we're going to open tonight, 1 in 22 box odds. The box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 95. 95. 8 times box 95. Woo, right in the middle. There we go. Box 95. Okay. Let me see. Birds are chirping. They love it. Box 95. Dead center. Okay. Where's my list? Box 95. Let me circle that up to my housekeeping. Box 95. I have no idea what this is going to be. So 95. Where's my list? Boo. Okay. 95 it is. Okay, let me see what we got here. 95. It's even more of a U. There it is. Hope the U doesn't get shafted. Hopefully they get into the playoff. Obviously, they have no business being in the playoff because they stunk it up twice to unranked opponents. But so that's the way it is. I mean, obviously they're eligible to win. They probably should, but we'll see what the committee says to them if the U is going to be playing in the championship. Obviously, people are talking about how their offense and defense is good enough to cause teams trouble, but obviously the two terrible losses. I mean, like I said, they probably should be there, but by all means, they're in the position right now. Then BYU and Notre Dame try and go for that last open spot. Obviously, we'll see what happens though. Obviously, they couldn't win the conference. They've never won the conference, I believe, since they've joined. So, but we'll see. Like you said, good luck. Good luck, everybody, tonight. Where's my things? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Box 95. Okay. Good luck. Best odds we can get. 22 boxes. Box 95. It's not a double. I feel heavy not. Can't really tell. Can't really tell this point. I used to be better at knowing what was in the boxes, but now, especially with the doubles, we don't have anything really, really heavy. In fact, when we hit the Yager a couple days ago or last week, I'm like, I didn't feel that was heavy enough to be the Yager because that was a CCM. Usually CCMs are pretty significantly heavy, but 95 it is. Good luck, everybody. 95. What do we got? Who's the winner? Are you kidding me? Last spot mojo. Larry Murphy. We know last spot mojo exists. There it is. Proof positive. I don't know, man. The randomizer somehow knows. Larry Murphy, Hall of Fame, Stanley Cup champion for 91 and 92, back-to-back with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Larry Murphy. Incredible, man. Frameworth, COA. I cannot believe last spot mojo, man. Closer mojo. Just unbelievable the way that happens. Now, like I said, and everybody claims in whatever order you claim in. Obviously, when there's a last spot mojo, Murphy sat there. Everybody had a shot at him. And boom. Dale C. close us out. He's on hot too, so there it is. You combine his heater with the last spot mojo. There it is. Pittsburgh Penguins black. Very, very nice. Adidas Pro. Fight strapped up, of course. Ooh, fight strapped. Larry Murphy, all script up. Very nice. Stanley Cup 91-92. Frameworth, one of the best in the business. COAs as they come. Larry Murphy, two-time Stanley Cup champion. I mean, he was a man that he had an amazing career with a couple of different franchises. Minnesota North Stars, obviously the Washington Capitals. Larry Murphy, big-time scoring defenseman. If he was, like I said, wasn't quite a skater that Cale Makar is, but if he was putting up the numbers he did in modern hockey, he'd be the darling of the league, man. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Last spot mojo going to Dale C. Keeps it going. Congratulations. So, sorry for everybody that didn't hit. Can't get better odds. 22 boxes. Absolutely insanity. There it is. The woohoo from Dale C. Stealing CK's woohoo. Man, there you go. Congratulations. The man's been out everywhere, so it's not just here. So anybody that's been watching breaks elsewhere, he's been hitting full-size stuff. He's been on fire. So congratulations. Keep your streak going. Like I say, he got a package show, I think, today from me. So, I mean, there we go. Very, very nice. So congratulations, Dale C. hitting us before the reload. There we go. Such a beaut. Gorgeous Penguins jersey. The big penguin on the front. Adidas Pro, Larry Murphy. So there we go. Sorry for everybody that did not hit. Your odds are now going up just a little bit. 15 new boxes on Sunday, but we're doing two. So 36 boxes on Sunday and 35 boxes on Sunday. So congratulations. You're very welcome, Dale. Thank you very much for being a continued supporter. All you guys. I love all you guys. Your family to me. Like I said, I have a freebie coming. If box 81 hits, I got a freebie coming, the Christmas Eve break. So, and it just makes an announcement how. Obviously, I put that on the Facebook. Obviously, so not everybody watches every video, but make sure you guys know that we do. There's definitely going to be a freebie. It's not here yet. Should be here within a week or so, and that'll be given away to you guys. Just a freebie. Like I said, I like to give you guys freebies when I come across them. Anytime I think of something that price range is definitely worth giving away, because I mean it's still legit COAs, licensed jerseys. It's not anything that's crummy worth throwing out. I mean it's all legit stuff. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate the community support. Look forward to seeing everybody back here on Sunday for the double box. You could, I'll probably go live either tomorrow or Saturday with the boxing up video. Gonna be fun to show these off. I know you guys have seen the pictures on the Facebook page, but it's always nice to check some of these out up close, especially in the descriptions, and obviously see the jerseys in the bags before they get boxed up. So there you go. Very, very nice. Nice to go out. Hall of Famer Larry Murphy. We had a pretty good week. Obviously, Dennis Bard, another Hall of Famer on Tuesday. Obviously, we had Yager last week. We had some big jerseys. Obviously, the Markstrom was one of those on Sunday. We had, like I said, had some really, really nice stuff come out. We had goalies. Obviously, the Jack Campbell, the Heritage Classic on Sunday as well. So congratulations to you guys, the winners. Good luck to everybody trying to get on a winning streak. Obviously, Thomas has been pretty hot. Big Al is always hot. The LC's been pretty hot, but it's up to you guys and the randomizer to come through for you on Sunday's double box. Look forward to seeing the bids. It's always fun seeing the first break. Of course, I got to work on the spot price preview for Tuesday. We're in a lot of boxes, probably a lot of unsold spots. We'll see how it goes on Sunday, but it's going to be fun. We haven't been up to the mid-30s in quite some time, but at least a month or two. So there we go. Congratulations, guys. Get to the hockey tonight. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Waffleboard Breaks got work to do, and we'll enjoy a couple of days off. Take care, guys. See you on Sunday.